Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with their opponents. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Live for this.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
From the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Sanders first carry of the game, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Second down pass.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Check pass, check pass.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Under 10.
From the gun, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's got it complete to Anderson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but To go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. No score after one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Eagles have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
A loss of 13 yards. It's second down.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this one quickly to Lamb. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
28-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right, and he's going to keep it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Jones on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
It is good. Makes the score Cowboys 14, Eagles 9. Greg Zuerlein.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
3 plays and
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
their own 39-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Jones took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
I got one. Patch it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got an open man, that's Campbell. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Eagles 9. kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
19 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Complete to number 88.
Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Eagles.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And ball.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit it, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that laugh.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
1st down, Eagles.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
A gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now the second down throw on target.
Hurts.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
And Hurts.
3rd down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Gain of 18 on the play.
They'll look to throw here.
First down.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
21.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Now 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
That's good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys Dallas have won it.
22.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Dallas, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.